All right, we have a special game for you guys today. Bert here. Here's
Hello.
Bert. This is his last day in town. He's graduating, and he's moving. Yeah, unfortunately, he's graduating. I hope you fail. No. So, to kind of give him a good send-off, we're playing our first ever Boat Anchor Challenge game. And I know you guys don't know what a Boat Anchor Challenge is because we made it up. John and our group had a great idea. We talked it through, we modded it a little bit, and we think we've got it tournament-friendly now. Here's how a Boat Anchor Challenge works. So, we've got two armies here. Bert made both of these lists. This is Bert's army, 750 points, and it's Chaos. It's everything he thinks will make a good list for Chaos. This is the other list that Bert gets to make, and this is 750 points of the most ridiculous nonsense he can come up with that his opponent will play with. So this is basically the boat anchor dragging the army down that he's going to give to each of his opponents as we play. So why don't you go through what you've got in your two lists? This is your good list.
Yeah, this is the list. One of the lists that, or half the list that I'll be using. For my HQ, a lot of this is proxy, but I have a sorcerer lord with a jump pack to fly around with these raptors. Mark of Nurgle, 2 psychic powers. Sigil, all that good stuff, blight grenades, 5 raptors, power sword on the sergeant, 1 flamer, 1 melt-a-gun, also melt-a-bombs, 10 cultists, no marks or anything special, with a heavy stubber.
Okay.
1 chaos vindicator, because I was afraid of whatever he was going to bring. I don't normally bring vindicators. 10 Nurgle marines, not plague marines, but Mark of Nurgle chaos marines with 2 plasma guns, and the sergeant has a power fist. In a rhino. And
Okay.
that's my 750.
Okay, so this is half the list he'll be playing with. This is the half the list he's going to give to whoever he's playing against to use with their army. What is in this list?
This is heavily proxied vanilla Space Marines. First off, a Master of the Forge right here with a plasma pistol and digital weapons, because he needs those.
Definitely.
He's a Master of the Forge. He needs digital stuff. 3 servitors. None of them actually have guns. They're all just servo arms. For troops, he has 5 scouts, led by Sergeant Tellian, but they're actually, none of them are sniper rifles, they're all combat blades, and this is a heavy bolter, not a missile launcher. They also all have camo cloaks, despite Tellian already giving them stealth. Then he has 9 Marines, not 10, mind you, because if he had 10, then he would, there would be the possibility for special weapons and stuff. So 9 Marines in a Razorback, which they can't actually fit in, nor can they combat squad down to fit in it ever. Sergeant has a teleport homer because he has all that teleporting nonsense. Melt-a-bombs. The Razorback has a dozer blade, heavy armor, and twin-linked heavy bolter. Then he has a Thunderfire cannon, which quad gun, and of course the Whirlwind.
The best model the Space Marines have.
Best model the Space Marines have.
Yeah, so thank goodness he gave me this. I'll have something to kill us normal Marines with. So that's the boat anchor. That's his list. We're playing 1,500 points. This is what I'm taking over here. This is my army. 5 Necron warriors, 11 Necron warriors, 11 Necron warriors. I've got it decked out. This is Bobby's sarcastic overlord. We're going to play a fair fight with, War Scythe, Mind Shackle, all that fun. And then 3 Annihilation Barges. I seem to have lost one, so there are 3 Annihilation Barges, quote. So that's the 750 points of Necrons that I'm taking, and this is the boat anchor I'll be giving to Bert, which is 5 scouts. Again, this is what's going to be fun about a tournament. In a tournament, we're going to force everyone to be 100% WYSIWYG, so they're going to have to buy models to deck out to be dumb. But it's basically like 1 sniper, 1 bolter, 1 combat blade, and 1 shotgun. And the sergeant, of course, of the scouts, because they're real close combat monsters, he has a power lance and a power maul to kill all those Xenos with. Now this guy here, this is the captain I'm going to give him, which is a chainsword and a relic blade, obviously, with melt-a-bombs and digital weapons and all that jazz. Oh, and this guy also has a teleport homer and melt-a-bombs, because he's got lots of deep striking also. 5-man tactical marine squad, got to have the 2 troops. Just bolter, chainsword on the sergeant, and melt-a-bombs. Over here, 9-man dev team. No, 7-man dev team, sorry. 7-man dev team. Obviously no heavy weapons, because heavy weapons are overrated. He does, however, have a sergeant with a power lance and a power maul and melt-a-bombs. So that's definitely the most effective thing in there. Oh, and these guys have a Rhino with extra armor and Dozer Blade, obviously. So yeah, so this dev team's a little bit too big to fit in the Razorback, but it's okay because the Razorback's got twin linked heavy flamers and Dozer Blade extra armor and Cronus, because Cronus will make that heavy flamer BS5, which is really good. If you guys haven't seen that in the net list yet, you're going to be seeing that meta shift as soon as this video comes out. So we're going to go ahead and here's the board. We can go ahead and roll see what mission and everything we're playing.
Mission first?
Yeah. I'm sorry to unleash upon the world the brokenness of Cronus and a heavy flamer Razorback.
4.
I had no idea what mission that is.
That is... the Scouring. Fast attack is scoring.
Okay, well, enjoy that. I have no fast attack, so I'm going to have not too many scoring units.
Yeah, Raptors.
Yeah, you do.
Work.
As deployment type next, yeah.
3, which is... I believe...
Hammer and Anvil, it's long table edges. Go Thunderfire Cannon.
Alright, that works for me.
Okay, so we're going to set up and go long ways across the board at each other. And let me turn this off for a second and get my dice.
I would like...
Okay, I rolled a 5, he rolled a 6, so he's going to pick his half.
I would like this half.
Oh, he wants the half on the hill? You don't want to give me a Thunderfire Cannon on a hill?
No, I don't think that would work too well.
No, might do something with it.
on the off chance that it will work.
All right, what's next? We got to see like Warlord traits or some nonsense.
Yep, Warlord traits.
All right, I'm going to give my Warlord, the Overlord center table, whatever that thing is, a 6.
Which is...
I think that's scoring. I think he's scoring.
Yeah, that's scoring. Scoring on the Scouring is...
Scoring on the Scouring.
Yep. Okay, and I will roll on the command trait level list. 2. Enemy units within 12 inches of my Warlord must use their lower leadership value.
Oh no. Space Marines. And Crowns with lead 10.
Yeah.
I feel like if you could pick the enemy's Warlord trait for Boat Anchor, that's what I would choose.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, here's the deployment. He chose to have me deploy first, so I've got 11 Necron Warriors, my 9-man just Bolter Space Marines, 3 Annihilation Barges, the Razorback with nothing in it, getting ready to jump in some Servitors, though, with the Forge, Master of the Forge. I bolstered this, 11 more Necron Warriors, and I gotta join the Overlord to something. Oh, I guess he's within 2 inches of them, so he's with that squad. Put the Whirlwind back here behind the only piece of cover I have. And I put the Tech Marine with Thunderfire Cannon touching the Whirlwind, so if it breaks, maybe I can fix it, maybe. So that's my deployment. We've got objectives are these drones right there, and then there's 1 there and 2 on his side. What do you have for your deployment?
I have Vindicator hiding back here. These are the random Devastators with no weapons, except bolters. 10 Cultists hiding back here, holding an objective. Rhino with actual Chaos Marines in it. Rhino with 5 Tactical Marines and the decked out Captain. Empty Razorback with Cronus. It's just Cronus running the show.
Okay, but he's got the heavy flame.
He does have those heavy flamers. Okay. He's going to make sure that...
I got to worry about that. I gave you a really good unit. So
and then my Raptor Squad with my Sorcerer.
Okay.
And you're going to try to steal.
Okay. Please don't. Oh my gosh.
Got it!
That's 3 6s in a row for...
chaos. That's what
it
they
is,
do,
yeah. For choosing deployment half, choosing to go first, and seizing. Well done.
Alrighty. So, let's see what happens.
Alright. Over here, we've got, he seized, as you saw, so he moved, pretty much moved everything forward. It is night fighting, so Vindicator moved up 6. These guys just kind of stayed back here. These 3 all jumped forward. Which one's Pop Smoke?
Just the Razorback. The other 2 tried to shoot the Stormbolters.
Okay. Yeah, it was snap shooting, so. I don't know why the Razorback Pop Smoke, though. You need those heavy flamers, right? So those are all moving up. The Raptors jumped and ran over there, and he did shoot a Vindicator. Got a penetrating hit on this Annihilation Barge, and I made a cover on a 6. So not much happened, but it's night fighting turn 1 with, for the most part, close combat army. So going to bottom of 1. All right, so this my turn one. Not as good as I was hoping, but it could have been worse. I did get first blood. I fired Annihilation Barge into that Rhino, and he saved one of the 3 damages I did, so it didn't die. And then I shot this at it, did nothing. Shot that at it, and did nothing. And then shot this at it, and got like 3 pens in a glance, so I overkilled it a lot. So I exploded it, didn't hurt anybody inside, they're not pinned. I fired these warriors at it too, and he saved that. Over here, I've got these 9 Bolter Marines just fired into there, caused 1 wound to the commander that's joined that 5-man squad from the boat anchor. Things backed up for the most part to avoid assaults and give me 1 more turn to shoot. Thunderfire Cannon fired 4 blast, strength 6 in here, and killed 2 guys. One of them was a flamer though. And Whirlwind fired all the way down here. It was like so glorious. Right onto all but one of those cultists. Ignores cover, AP6, and then I like scattered way off of them, so that was fun. These guys then fired and did nothing. I think he saved all those, so that's all I did. I backed up, and probably going to get assault off this turn. I did switch the Overlord to this unit, and next turn, this turn we have, I got my reserves coming in. Actually, did you ever infiltrate your scouts?
No, I didn't, so
okay.
I guess I'm just bringing them in reserve. I completely forgot about them.
So I've got, this turn I'll have warriors walking on maybe, and scouts outflanking. You know how good those are, so going to bottom or top of 2. Alright, so this round, some nonsense happened. He's actually doing pretty good for a derp army. Vindicator exploded, despite my cover save, one of the Annihilation Barges, so that's kind of rough, and he killed 2 Marines with it. And these guys shot with 4 or 5 bolters, and they actually killed 2 Marines also. So those guys are doing not too hot. They fell back. Over here, he made my guys gets hot weapons with weapon virus. I did deny the witch with what's that other malediction called?
Dominate.
I denied the witch on that, but these guys got weapon virus. Didn't do anything. I didn't kill anything with Overwatch. He got in with 3 guys in his leader. Mind shackled his sergeant. Or whatever they're called, and then I did 1 wound to his leader, and he killed 4 back, and I got 1 back up. So we're locked in there. Thank goodness I passed that leadership test. He could have overran them all. Everything else just kind of moved forward. This moved 12. They just moved up. I think it moved 12 also. Mm-hmm. They only moved like 2 through terrain, so they're still stuck in it. And then these scouts walked on the board. So that's pretty much it. Going to bottom of 2 now in the Derp Fest. Alrighty, this round, backed everything up some more. I made a few kind of all-outs, hope for the best. A few of them worked, a few of them didn't. I walked my warriors on and then ended up running them. Annihilation Barge moved over, got just barely inside arc of that Vindicator, and then I got like no 6s to hit, and I only did 1 glance, and that kind of sucked. So it still has 2 whole points, still shooting. This one moved over here and exploded the Dirtmobile, and Cronus didn't get out either. So I wasted all these warriors that were going to shoot. I should have shot them first, though. They just took pot shots down at those guys, and I actually managed to accidentally kill his commander because he put wounds on him and then failed his lookout. So that's how that happened. So that leader died. Whirlwind shot back at the cultists again on 9 of them and scattered off like 10 inches again. That's good for that, apparently. Thunderfire Cannon was pretty darn good. It fired back here on this Devastators with no heavy weapons and got, blast over 5 of them. And I did 18 hits, 16 wounds, and he is down to 1 guy. He got killed 6 of them. Scouts outflanked here with Tellian. Did 2 wounds into these, and he made both his 5-up covers. And aside from combat, I think that's pretty much it. In combat, I got really lucky. He actually passed his Mind Shackle with his commander challenging my Overlord. But he didn't even cause a wound, so then I was able to kill him back with the War Scythe, and I didn't do any other damage, but he killed 1 warrior, so we tied combat there. But that mattered quite a bit. I got Slay the Warlord from that instead of getting my Warlord slain. He has a force weapon. It was a big deal there. And I think that's pretty much it, going to top of 3.